What is up, YouTube? RetroBros back again. The D-O-double-G chilling in Retro Stadium, and I'm just drinking a beautiful cold beer. Had a hard day's work. It's hot out, and there is nothing like a cold brewski from the fridge and just chatting about retro video games. Guys, let's get into it. My favorite Sega Megadrive games growing up as a kid and still love to play to this day. Let's go. I can't wait to actually start chatting about this, because when I start chatting about old memories from the 90s when I was a kid and playing those games, it just fills me with awesome emotions, and that's why I do this. I love doing it, because when you start triggering the memories, man, the love comes back, and that's why I love all this retro stuff, man. I love it. Let's get into one of the first games that I loved as a kid. One of the first games I played on the Mega Drive as well. And it was a series. It was definitely a series, and it was this one. Good old Jungle Strike.
It's the sequel to Desert Strike. Hunt down and destroy a drug lord's evil empire before Washington, D.C. gets nuked. Blast your way through 9 levels of night attacks, high-speed river chases, and jungle hideouts. Beware of the enemy, because he's got more power than you realize. Earn your stripes in Jungle Strike from Electronic Arts.
Look at that. This is the original cartridge that I've actually had since a kid, right? A lot of these actually are the same games that I had when I was a kid. And if you look closely, man, I writ down on the back here and slid it behind the cover. I slid behind the cheat codes to just warp to the stages: Night Strike, Palosso City, Snow Fortress, River Raid, Mountains, Return Home. So little codes, and it's still sitting there, which is, I actually completely forgot about that. That's cool. That is very cool. So when you obviously get to the levels, you write down the code, and if you want to play it when you load it up next time, codes are right there, man. So my original Jungle Strike cartridge and book, still in really neat condition, but I freaking love this game, man. The different vehicles you could go into. It was the first of the Strike games that I played. Maybe that's why I love it so much as well. Urban Strike was pretty badass in the city. Desert Strike probably wasn't as good, but it was the first. But I love the Jungle Strike. Classic, man. Next game. Alright, guys, so for me and the Sega Mega Drive at that time as a kid, I loved the sport games. Alright, sport games. I know a lot of you gamers out there, you don't like your sport games and stuff, but man, when like FIFA International Soccer came along, and then FIFA 95 came along, like I've got FIFA International Soccer up there, but I probably played this one more.
Set play skill! Great control! Dynamite drive! FIFA 95 for Sega Mega Drive. EA Sports. It's in the game.
I played FIFA 94 a lot, but then when this came out, I played it even more. The little triggers A, B, and C, you could do go, 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 and the crowd, you know, chanting and roaring and stuff, and loved it. Loved it. I'm pretty sure it was this one, or it was in 94. It's the only sport game or soccer game, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have not Googled this or anything, because I haven't played any soccer games for the last 10 years at all, but I honestly reckon that in no other soccer game you can run away from the referee once he's blown the whistle. Did Did you guys know that? I think it was FIFA 94, but it might be this one. I'm not 100% sure. I probably should have done my checking before this. But in FIFA 95 or FIFA 94, when the ref blows the whistle from a foul that you create, dude, the ref runs up to you and you can run away from him. You can just run away from the ref. I found that friggin' hilarious when I was a kid, so I do it all the time. But that is a great memory. FIFA 95 on the Sega Megadrive. Another classic, man. Another absolute classic. Now, this is pretty much the same game as the one that I'm talking about. And this one is Shane Warne Cricket. On the Mega Drive. No, a lot of you guys might... No, you might know who Shane Warne is. He was a freaking amazing cricketer. He, all the England people out there would hate him because he tore you guys apart. Tore you guys a new asshole. Let's just face it. He was a fucking great spin bowler. Great cricketer. There's an equivalent game to this which is actually legit exactly the same, and it's called Brian Lara Cricket. And I'm pretty sure it was either that one or this one that we played a shitload as a kid. And many hours spent playing this game. We'd literally stick a piece of paper on the TV screen because that's where the bowling sort of symbol thing would be on the far side of the screen. So whoever was bowling would have to sit on this side of the screen, and whoever's batting is sitting on this side of the screen. So you'd stick this big cardboard or bit of paper so the batsman couldn't see what type of bowl the bowler was bowling, which made it more interesting, man, a lot more interesting. And I'm not sure if many people did that back in the day, but that was awesome. That made it a lot more realistic and legit. God, so many hours playing this game, even test matches between me and mates, ordering fish and chips and then just playing this for hours, man. So much love for this game. Alright, another game. Alright guys, we'll talk another sport game here. It's the last of the sport games, but this one holds a strange place in my heart, and I don't know why, but it does. And it's PGA Tour Golf 3. Not one, not two, but three. Somehow, this is the original one that I had as well as a kid, and it's all still there, fucking wicked condition. Somehow I bought this, maybe at some sort of sale, video store sale, and I got home and I played it, and it's got all my stats on here still, Doggo stats, and I fell in love with it. There's something tranquil about it, that the music and just chilling back on the couch and the simplicity of it, but also a little bit of skill, quite a bit of skill in it as well. It's a good mix, such a good mix. I've really got to chill out and play this on a live stream one day because there's so much love for this game, and I always think about it. PGA Tour Golf 3, I don't know why, but somehow it stuck with me when I was a kid, and I freaking love it. Another one, guys, which just started off my love. Well, my love was already there with Mortal Kombat 1, but Mortal Kombat 2 came along on the Mega Drive. Mortal Kombat 2 with all the awesome characters and the fatalities, the animalities, the friendships, Babalities. I think Babalities was in this one, but I'm not sure. But Mortal Kombat 2, man, this is my actual cartridge I got on a Christmas morning. It still got I had the price tag. I think I ripped it off. but it's still legit the one that I got, and I'll never ever give it up. I remember the price tag on this was $119, 120 bucks. Now my parents were never that well off either, but they paid 120 bucks for this game on a Christmas morning, and I remember opening it still to this day and was so friggin' excited, man. And I played it for a long time. I still love playing it, still love playing to this day. But yeah, awesome treasured piece in my collection. Okay, this wasn't the last sports game, but it's another one. But seriously, I can't get past this one. I played a lot of this. Pete Sampras as a kid.
Player 1 to serve.
The simplicity, but the skillfulness of this, once again, just like PGA Tour Golf, it's addictive. It's freaking addictive. And I got DJ Thicky into this only recently, well, when I say recently, probably since we started YouTube. So maybe the last 10 years he got into this. I've introduced him and he loves it. He freaking loves the fact the controls are so easy but yet so hard at the same time. It's really hard to tell you guys about it, but just trust me. It's a freaking fantastic game. We have had some wicked battles with this game on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
Just if you want to check him out, check him out. But we got to live stream this more often because the battles are intense, man, and it gets heated up here in Retro Stadium. But another classic memory game on the Sega Megadrive. Sonic Spinball was legit. This cartridge was the very first game I owned on the Sega Megadrive. Sonic Spinball, love this game, love the challenge of going through the pinball machines and trying to get those emeralds. Yeah, my very first game on the Sega Megadrive, and I'll always cherish this, man, and remember it, so there you go. And another game which I used to hire out in the video store a hell of a lot. And from what I remember, the first 8-player game, because it had, well, it's Micro Machines Turbo 2. And it had the little adapter thingamajig, so you can plug 2 more controllers in the actual cartridge, which at the time I thought was freaking nuts. How could you possibly do that? So legit right there, it's 4-player. Even though it says 8 players, because 2 people can hold on to 1 controller. So 2 people on 1 controller. So yeah, 8 players. I never did that, but I did the 4-player a couple times. But that was insane at the time. And I remember just chilling, playing time trials, trying to beat my own times for forever and ever and ever. My love of Micro Machines started here on this game. And it's still there massively with like the PlayStation version and stuff like that. But there you go. Some great memories going through those games. Hope you guys enjoyed, but it's good to be back on YouTube. Loving it. And quick shout out to these guys. I love representing, man. Representing some favourite YouTubers that I love watching and I've made, I think, legit friends with over time. And it's the Ministry of Gamers, aka Gamegasm, aka Game Tank. Awesome guys. That was their previous names. But awesome group of people. They're not doing too much now on YouTube, but a great bunch of guys. Ministry of Gamers. Go check them out on YouTube if you haven't. I'll put a link down there as well. But guys, that is it. DOGG, one half of the Retro Bros. Good to be back, man. Did I say that? It's good to be back. I haven't even had a drink of my beer. I've been talking too much. Guys, Thanks for watching, man. Until next time, I'll be back soon. Peace.